Hello everyone and welcome to week 30 of the Indie Author Log. I was thinking of starting these videos with a catchy phrase like Captain's Log or something like that, but I haven't decided on anything yet. Anyway, it's Monday, which means it's time to get to work. I woke up at around 10 AM and had some breakfast before going out. Over the past few weeks, I started my day by going to the gym and then went to the cafe to write, but thought I'd try something different today. Since I like writing in cafes, but most of them close at 5 PM, I always feel like I'm writing in a hurry. For this reason, I started my day with writing instead, and I have to say I kinda liked it. Today's scenes were a pleasant change of pace too. Our three main characters and an army of fighters and spellcasters are making their way through waves of monsters, trying to reach a portal that would get them out of the world they are in, which is called the Void. For quite a long time, their mental state was getting worse as they were fighting monsters and the Void was affecting them. Their troubles peaked today as they reached the second layer and one of their stronger allies died while trying to protect his people. It was a noble sacrifice, but also one that threw the army into doubting this whole campaign. The prospect of the army quitting and going back has quite an awful effect on our three main characters since they won't be able to move forward alone. Thankfully, the elders decide to push forward and a very heartfelt speech from the army's leader boosts morale and they continue fighting. Eventually, they make their way through the monsters and arrive at the last layer of enemies, which consists of several monsters at maximum level. I stopped writing at this point as it will be easier for me to pick up writing again tomorrow for a much more positive scene, and perhaps them finally reaching their goal. I managed to write 4,100 words, which is above my 4,000 goal for the day, so a pretty great start to the week. Having written for around 4 hours, I'm gonna go home, have a quick snack, and go to the gym. I actually liked how this day worked out, but I'm more interested to see if I can keep this up for the remainder of the week. The day started with a long string of emails and admin tasks that I had to take care of before taking Poco out for a walk. The temperature was just great for a long walk and I had the chance to think about the scenes I was going to write later today. I hoped that the story would progress beyond the hard place where our characters are at the moment, but it seemed like there was one more hurdle for them to surpass. In order for them to reach a new tier of powers, they had to reach a new bottom. With some preparation done in my head already, I went to the cafe and started writing. Our heroes are so close to leaving the very bad place they are in that they can actually see the portal in the distance. In order to do that though, they have to be very careful as they pick their battles. And of course, something has to go wrong and a lot of people end up dying, making our main character feel insufficient. This would be a moment I'm setting him up to overcome, hopefully with tomorrow's writing, where he levels up and upgrades his class to its final form. So today was a bit of a busy day for my head, so I only managed to write 3,000 words. Not as good as yesterday, and I could force myself to write a bit more, but instead decided to watch the latest Critical Role episode, because I heard it's a great one. It's Wednesday and I'm feeling good about today. After a quick breakfast and walking with Poco, I walked to the cafe, ready to put some words down. There's more fighting today, but eventually our heroes level up enough to break the final barrier that was standing between them and their full potential. Now that they are as strong as they're ever going to be, our main character is able to finally find a solution to the problem of the place they are in. He creates this complex plan that needs every one of them to work together and open a way through the monsters toward the portal that will take them away. I feel like everything worked to my advantage today as I had minimal interruptions, even though I looked at my phone and email several times. The temperature was great for writing, and the occasional dogs playing in front of me was a great break from the work. All in all, it was a very productive day as I managed more than 4,000 words. I still feel like I could have written more, but I know that I shouldn't if I want to make this happen every day. Consistency and health is more important than big numbers, so I shut my laptop down and head to the gym before going out for date night. And I hope tomorrow will be just as good of a day. Thursday, and it's cloudy and cool, exactly how I like it for a working day. I need to take care of some tasks before I walk Poco and then go out to write, but I suppose you can watch some footage of him. So apart from being an author, I also run a publishing company that translates and publishes books from English to German and produces German audiobooks. One of our narrators sent me an email today telling me the second book of one of our series is now ready. The series is Battlemage Farmer, one of the most successful LitRPG series in English and German. There was some paperwork and emails to prepare for this audiobook, and then I jumped to a few social media posts because Thursdays are release days, and the new book just came out today. That is the box set of Frostworld, LitRPG series in German, so I made sure to post in the Facebook groups and our Discord server. With that and a few more smaller tasks taken care of, I'm off to the cafe to put some words down. Today's scene is all about implementing a carefully laid out plan, how things might go wrong, and how we can make our main character shine as a genius. I gotta say it was a great day for writing, and I'm very happy with how the book is progressing. Oh, by the way, halfway through writing I got cold, so I moved inside. I decided to have lunch there too, since the Mexican bowl in this place is amazing. Anyway, there were cinematic scenes, there was sacrifice, there even were House of the Rising Sun lyrics. All in all, I think today was my favorite writing day so far, and this is mostly because long sequences are wrapping up and I tend to write a lot faster when things are coming to an end. Anyway, I think I'll go back home and play some Nintendo and call it a day, as I wrote above 4,000 words. Hopefully Friday will be as successful as today. Having an appointment with a barber at 9:30 today meant that I was off for an early start. As soon as I was done, I went to the gym for a couple of hours and then back home for lunch. With that taken care of, I was ready to do some serious writing, so I headed to my local cafe, barely avoiding a strong Berlin summer storm. So I recently read about this thing called the third place that is sadly disappearing from the lives of many people nowadays. This theory is about places where we spend a lot of our time, create memories and live our lives. The first place is our home, the second place is our work, and the third place is where we go to hang out, without really having any plans. This can be the local pub, the cafe around the corner, or something like a skate park where we hang out with friends. And since I'm too old to be skating, my third place is this cafe, where I can be creative and talk with neighbors in a manner that is more meaningful than a simple hello. Anyway, I like this cafe, and apparently so does my writing, as I managed to make it to the other side of our hero's quest. Once I finish the day's writing, our characters have returned to their world, and I end the writing week here because I know exactly what's coming next. So next week I'll pick up with what will most definitely be the hardest and most emotionally charged scenes I've ever written. But I guess that's going to be next week Timmy's problem. I finished the day with almost 4,100 words, and this totals the week at almost 20,000 words, bringing the book completion to around 75%. I will only work for 3 days next week, as I'll be going on short holidays, but I hope that I'll have the book ready for my editor by the end of August. Then I'll take a break to read some books that I have my eye on for a while and finally finish Dragon Quest XI. By the way, are there any books that you've read lately or games you played that you think I should absolutely try? In any case, if you enjoyed this and you think I earned it, I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel. This was week 30. Thank you for tuning in and watching my weekly writing video log for Physics of the Apocalypse Book 3. Okay, bye!